Hi, welcome back to the channel, everyone. We've got another tailgate review on a beautiful Texas day. Today we have the new Microtech standard issue in G10 tan and bronze. This is the new ram lock. I like to call it the sigil. It's this little guy right here. We've got number 173 with us today, manufactured 2 of 2023. I like the G10. I'm a fan of the lock as well. The only thing I'm not really a fan of is when it comes to this knife. I'm going to switch hands real quick, show you guys a little bit better. You can fling these open just like any other folder, any other pocket knife. Prefer to do it down just because the weight of the blade helps there. The first time I flick this open though, you see how free that moves? I love free moving knives, so I am never going to say that this is a bad thing. But it's a little bit dangerous too if you think about it, because if you have that lock in the open position, the weight of that blade comes crushing down pretty hard. So if your fingers are in any of those places, ka-chunk. Anyway, with that being said, I do like the ram lock. Try to get you guys a little bit of a better view here. There's a tiny little bit of interference. I'll show you here in a second if the knife is closed and you actuate the lock. I don't mind the design. I think the design is good. This is my favorite blade. I call it the Microtech sigil. I haven't figured out what I want to call the eye yet, but I love the beefiness of the blade, because it is a beefy, hefty blade, which, you know, Microtech is pretty well known for in their folders, but not always in their double actions or out the fronts. The other thing I noticed about this is you can actually have the ram lock in this position where the knife is open and it's not locked in place, and it can get very close to being open and not be actually locked in place. The first time I opened it, I got it close and realized it wasn't completely open, but nonetheless, you can flick them open. It doesn't work as well when it's brand new and the lock is not being depressed, but just watch your fingers, because there is some weight to that blade, and if you have your lock depressed, it is free moving and it will chop the end of your finger off. Reversible pocket clip, and they actually did put the cut in there, so it makes it a little easier to get those screws out. That's really cool. The lanyard hole there for any of you guys who like lanyards. I've never been good at a flick from the front, and I can't get it all the way open with the lock in place. I have to depress the lock, or I have to flip it up and let gravity take the blade open the rest of the way. But do be careful with these. Don't get your finger in here or even a hair over that, because it is going to come chopping down on you. Anyway, nonetheless, thank you all for watching. I think these drop every few weeks or so on Microtech's gear site, and I don't know if they're going to go to dealers or not, maybe after the initial drops have been completed at Microtech, but I want to say they're in the $250 to $275 ballpark, but I bought this one on the secondary market. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful week.